Hey kids, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 3 as the United Kingdom. Last episode we made this fairly nice beachheads in Normandy and Brittany, and we're going to at this point try and advance further into France. We have to be a little bit careful because we only have one army here, and if we one army plus a corps of Gurkhas, and if we push too hard, we can easily overextend ourselves and run into trouble that way. I don't know. Did I? Yeah, I put down a request for foreign units, and we have not received any yet. Off screen, I just loaded up the game and just did a little bit of reorganization. I noticed that this air command here had a unit that was almost dead, so I've just canceled their orders for now. That's going to cause a little bit of a problem, but we need to repair. We need to repair that. So that's just a little detail. I also created. We had at the end of the last episode, we had an armored division in the deployment queue, 104th Armored Division. So I created a corps, the 23rd Armored Corps, and the 3rd Army, and attached it to Army Group France. So this is the beginnings of another army that will be deployed. I think I'll deploy it as soon as the corps is ready, the entire corps, and that will be in December or November. Yeah, that will be in November. We'll have another armored corps ready for deployments. It looks to me like the 3rd Army should be entirely constructed by perhaps next spring, I want to say. And that's pretty much all we're building now is that army. So yeah, I'm just gonna pour all my IC into that. Let's just take a look at laws quickly. I want to see. Okay, we've got an IC guy. That's good. We really need as much IC as we can possibly muster at the moment. And yeah, what's our? I'm curious. Yeah, we've got great practicals, great combat experience. Heavy aircraft practical is kind of dwindling at this point. That's fine. What about motorized? Yeah, mobile unit practical, artillery practicals. Oh, yeah, it's all good. We're in good shape. We're in great shape. All the practicals we need, except maybe infantry practicals a bit low, but that's fine. So things should be coming out as fast as we can reasonably hope. I also noticed in intelligence that look at that. Italy's got a battleship coming out, and so does Germany. But at this point, given how large our fleet is and the fact that the Americans are also on side, we don't need to worry about that. I noticed the Americans liberated Hong Kong, which is fun. Well, I'm going to continue to let them. Oh, they're also liberating these bits here, so that's cool. Holy shit! They've got quite a lot of. They've really overstacked that airbase. Oh yeah, looks like I lost a little bit of territory there. Anyway, I really am gonna just hold the line against Japan. The last thing I want to do is deploy more units there, and I think we can aim instead for a very swift advance against Germany. So let's get moving here. I'm gonna go to speed 4. Let me just double check here. Oh yeah, okay, let's do that and that, and that's fine for officers. And yeah, I'm just gonna finish mopping up this bit here. Should probably keep an eye on the Eastern Fleet as well. I have a feeling that I have. Oh yeah, shit. Right. I forgot that this was going on here. Okay, so we've got the entire Eastern Fleet is going to engage. Okay, we've got a Japanese carrier. We should be able to really massacre these navies here. Do need to pay attention to 2 areas at once. Okay, so they're retreating. Skill 8, skill 8, skill 8. Okay, I need to promote one of these guys to a full admiral. Let's just follow though. Just try and really obliterate them. All right. What else is going on here? Okay, we've encircled a few divisions here. At some point, we'll want to start. I think we'll wait till next spring to advance in Italy, because we've got a fair amount here, and this is starting. It'll start to thin out. They'll start to pull units off of the front there. But yeah, I think this line. If we could get to this line by winter, that would be ideal. Terrain is not too bad. We've got a little bit of rough terrain here. Maybe we can start by trying to take that. Yeah, we can start by trying to take the Gurkhas here and push into. Yeah, we've got some good commanders there. Ideally, you know what? Let's, rather than attacking with just 2 divisions, let's wait until this one gets here, and we'll attack with 3 divisions. If we can push into this mountain tile there, that would be ideal. I've got 2 Gurkhas there as well, but we need them. We need them in the woods for now. It'd be really great to capture that air base. As you can see, there's kind of no. I don't think there are any air bases in this whole area. So if we capture Paris, then we can probably. They're not using these bases right now, but we can probably just capture Paris, and then hammer the hell out of these air bases here that I put those bomb markers on. And yeah, I expect that we will. Oh, Nagato. Yeah, we were just ripping right through them. Ground attack and Teleganson. We're not defending that port, are we? Oh, is that a port? Yeah, it is. What's going on there? Far east. That's a bit weird that I haven't defended the ports up here. We need to go like this. Air intercept. Put them on passive. Just defend those ports. And then a little radius around there. I don't have any naval units on automatic yet in the Pacific, so I don't think I will. I think for now we need to control every little aspect of We got Japanese units there. Okay, we just need to monitor the situation there. Japan still has a lot of manpower, and the weird thing is that the Americans have landed on the home isles, and they won't be able to defend that. So, I don't know, what's their surrender? I wonder what their surrender. I'm looking in the wrong menu, aren't I? Diplomacy, Japan. Yeah, they're gonna surrender. I mean, they will be easy to topple at this point. It's almost worth, us contributing with, but I think I'll let the Americans fight them. That's fine. We need to. What's the terrain? Yeah, we can just go all out here. Let's take this one. Oh no, we're being attacked there. I only have 1 division there. Oh, I see. I'm already attacking there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we're in good shape. Well, okay. Let's keep you on the line there, and then as soon as that Gurkha arrives, we will be attacking. Oh, engage them again. Looks like we can maybe hope to sink a carrier. No one's skill 9 yet. Are any of these at max? No. All 3, we have the 3 best naval leaders in, I think those are our 3 best in the Pacific. Oh, I put Wavell in charge of the third army, which will be the other army that we deploy in France. So we've got some all-star generals. Maybe I can just follow with 1. No, well, Definitely need to be a little bit mindful of our kegs. Looks like everyone's in good shape, though. Let's just pull out all the stops. Yeah, we don't really have any more IC to put into the Navy, but really, you know, I don't think there's much of a Japanese Navy left at this point. We sunk a very large fleet last episode as well. Now we're sinking yet another one, so there we go. That's it. I don't think there's anything left. Alright, supply issues in France, of course. But we really need to form up this line. Well, all we need is to have sort of a mix of... oh shit, you know what I forgot to do? The Gurkha Corps is... The Gurkhas do not have access to their core. Let's send this faster landing craft squadron there. Maybe I'll just deliver the Gurkha Corps before I do that Gurkha attack. Every hour matters at this point before winter hits. Not that with the you know, our current advantage, it's and also the terrain we're fighting in, it's not going to be that big a deal to do a bit of winter fighting, but it's you know, it's not optimal, let's put it that way. Okay. I guess I'll try and sort of concentrate some forces here, and because this is, maybe we'll do a big sweeping motion like that. I think that's the right move. The Gurkha Corps is there now, is it? Yep, I think so. Oh, yeah, no, they're in range anyway. Okay, that's fine. Let's attack the mountains here. Ideally, we would get the Gurkhas out of here. I don't see the Gurkhas continuing to fight in this area. Although what we might do is pull them back to an airbase and have them, you know, if we need a little bit of help in. I don't know if we can actually. What have we got? What have they got deployed here? Well, we got good modifiers. Decent modifiers anyway. Oof, okay, we really need to shore this up here. That's fine. I stole a couple leaders off of the Marine Corps here to redeploy elsewhere, so they're not in range of their core. That's not going to help. Not buying crude. I'm almost tempted to automate trade, although the problem with automating trade is it will suck up all of our convoys, which we are already short on at this point. Yeah, might be time to do some manual convoy. The last thing I want to do right now is pour IC into convoys, but I may have to. Just gonna monitor this. Okay, we're winning. We're gonna win that fight for sure. Now, I don't really see the point in what is the, yeah, we don't have any, we don't have any infantry for going over rivers, which is not ideal. I mean, it would be nice to have at least one corps of infantry in this army, but we'll just, I think we just won't attack across rivers here for now. We might as well. We can just sort of hold the line there. Let's get moving here. Leave that unit there. We need this province. And then we also need that one. Split that up there like that. You can attack there. We're basically just going to drive to Paris. 135% officer ratio, which is good. Might have been a good idea to keep some of that cavalry we had that I took down to the Mediterranean. Maybe we'll move some of that up here. This is going nicely. Okay. What else do we have? Not much. Move there. Line is a bit thin, but that's okay. You can move there. It's probably a good idea to keep at least one armored guy there. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if we'll be doing so. I don't think we'll encircle anything in this. Don't know that we'll succeed in that. The bigger encirclement is going to be kind of blocking off. Like, I mean, the next thing for me would actually be to drive south, maybe establish a line like here. That might be a good thing, and then cut off all of the Axis forces here and start pushing there, and sort of really cut off a large part of the army there. But that's going to be difficult. We'll have to hold this line, and we'll have to we have to have at least one division, I'd say, on that along that line. But we have speed. We have the advantage of speed. That's okay. We do not need 2 armored divisions there. We don't even really need an armored division there, to be honest. We have more armored divisions coming, though, so I can afford to spread out my armor just a bit. Alright, that's good. Question is... let's move you forward. And we don't need anyone in this province if we take that one. Just advancing as quickly as possible. This is going to be some of the hardest, not most difficult, but some of the interesting. Yeah, we're engaging them good. Okay. Okay. Anybody? Yeah, we've got a couple of units here. I'd actually like to see if I can grab that woods tile before anyone gets there, and I think we will. Let's take a look here. We need to make sure that at this point I think I'm going to widen the radius of this fighter command. We want region. Air intercepts. Something like this. Passive. We are really stretched thin in terms of air. The thing to do is going to be, at this point, the only air base they have to do any. We'll probably move these guys forward. Oh, right. Okay. Hill. Yeah, he's a good leader. I can probably move these guys forward to this base. Yeah. And attach them to. We don't really need. We're not going to really need air defense in the Bay of Biscay anymore because they're not going to be able to do very much, and we can provide that sea based, like we can provide cover for our ASW squadrons from this base as well. So yeah, that's a good idea. We're going to attach this to Army Group France and reserve. And yeah, let's just take a look here. For now, I'm just going to cover off these. Oh shit. The naval bases. Oh, I think they were covering off these ones too. Not as big a deal anymore because they're really not going to be able to muster much in terms of air. Not ideal to be using multi-roles as sort of frontline air defense, but yeah, you can see that the Germans will tend to have better generals. AI Germany gets a ton of land combat experience. Alright, what to do next? Let's take a fast unit and just plug forwards. Let me just see here. Le Havre. Okay, Dieppe is a river crossing, so that's good. Armored units there. Everybody here is engaged. We need to start... Okay, let's move you there. And let's move these two here. Let's move you there. Don't want to attack through the woods. I don't know what you're doing there. Okay, just keep the whole army moving along. Probably a good idea to move that forwards. Corps are getting split up a bit. It's to be expected. We are gonna almost undoubtedly have a little bit of an issue in terms of corps being in range and stuff. And if we need to, we can actually just reorganize the corps. Like, we don't need the armored corps and the motorized corps to be all organized. I can reorganize corps as we advance, and that may be more efficient than actually moving the corps into place. Just assigning them to different units. Okay, we didn't make it into that tile before. Okay, these are the Gurkhas. What are you doing? Yeah, okay. We can take these two. Maybe move them there. Alright, how we doing here? We've got a bunch of units that do not have orders. Let's send infantry there. Move forward and grab that. We're basically arriving in Paris at this point. Okay. Yeah, we really, like, you can see just how good... Who's out of supply? Okay, it's just the Corps. You can see just how good having all these motorized units is. Now, keep in mind, had we opted to use a non-motorized army, kind of German style, we would probably have about twice as many units, but we'd still have them kind of moving at a snail's pace, right? And here we're able to use a much smaller force to cover a lot of ground very quickly. I mean, think about how long it took us to work our way up here with using infantry with non-motorized infantry, and think about how much territory we've covered in. This has been what, like a month or something? A month since we made the beachhead. So that's pretty impressive, right? As the UK historically was a real pioneer in terms of motorizing units, and okay, I think at this point. What are you doing up there? Okay, let's move some armor forward there. I think we can do that. Okay. Attacking with the Gurkhas into the woods, that's good. Probably overkill using all of the divisions, but whatever. Okay, who can move? Not too many. Let's see here. I want to take you and go there. And then we're going to take Paris. And that will effectively get rid of the air threat, because that's a level 10 air base. We'll probably move those guys forward. I'm just gonna wait because you can use up all your supply if you're not careful. Okay, now let's just, these guys are gonna push straight all the way over there. Let's take an armored division and attack there. That's fine. There's basically no one home. Maybe I can do something like this. Just those 2 divisions. Attack with 1 there. And there. There we are. Oh yeah, we may be able to actually push farther. Just, we can only push as far as we have at least 1 division in each tile, and we have to be a little bit careful. I also don't think we'll be getting any expeditionary forces quite yet. I wonder how much IC is in these provinces. So yeah, we're taking a fair chunk, like just by taking Paris, we're taking a fair chunk of resources in IC away from Germany. We already have more. We have 374 available IC. Germany has 331. So, you know, also considering the fact that the US is on our side as well, but I mean, we have a huge amount. You know, we're much more powerful at this point than Germany in terms of industrial capacity. We also have more manpower. So they have a bigger deployed army. Obviously, they have a much larger army in the field, but that's not going to help much. They're still, looks like they're still advancing against the Soviets, and that's not such a bad thing. My goal is to, you know, eat up as much territory as we can before the Soviets start advancing, because we're really competing against the Soviets in this. As I mentioned previously. I'll be, after this campaign is done, I know I want to take a break from this file, but I would like to do. I've been meaning to. I've always wanted to do the Operation Unthinkable against the Soviets, and I think it'd be really cool to do a Operation Unthinkable using this same file, if all goes well. It'd be very cool. So, kind of keeping that in mind as we push on here. Okay, what's going on here? I don't want these 2 to enter combat, but I want to be ready to issue them orders. Let's move them forwards. Okay, we're very easily going to form our line here. And then the question is, how far can we push? I don't know that we can go much further. How many provinces is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. About 16 provinces, and we have about 25 or 20 or 30 divisions. If we get those 5 more, yeah, we can push. We can push further. I think we can. But we got to do it fast. That's the trick. Everybody's moving there. Might as well push. These guys. I don't want to attack across the river. However, we can start to weaken our line there. At least 1 armored division there. Let's steal that province. The advantage of using motorized units as well is that you can see that, you know, they're moving into that tile. We may get there first. It depends. I don't know what day they started moving, but we may very well get there first. We can win a lot of races. The AI does not excuse me, the AI does not effectively motorize their forces. So, all right, we need armor here. Looks like we've got 2 divisions on the way. Okay, good. See, I could move across here because they've got nothing defending it, but this is a more defensible line. If we advance past, is this the Seine? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure which one of these rivers is the the Seine. But if we advance past this river, we have just like an endless amount of terrain of plains essentially to cover, and very few lines that we can actually defend. So what's the infrastructure like? Pretty decent, kind of middling to decent, to be honest. Okay, we are definitely at the limit of our supply network. Maybe worth... Are any of these guys on a... We're air supplying somewhere. Yeah, what can I do? It would be not a bad idea to do a little bit of air supply. Okay, we are... That's a big port, and that's the AI has sort of chosen that as our main... Brest is our main supply port, and that's not such a bad thing. Alright, that's fine. We've got units that are free here. I'd like to attack with the Gurkhas into this province. Just wait until they're actually all available. There we go. Like this. And then like this. Hopefully, there's basically nothing here. Oh yeah. Once we capture that airbase, they have no forward air bases in this whole region. See, most of their units are down here, which means they're going to be operating at the limit of their range, and we will be operating... Ooh, assault ships. Fun, fun. Don't think we'll actually end up building any. Keep this moving along here. Do I want... Yeah, I'll leave an armored unit there, just to be safe. See, if I start getting expeditionary forces, what I can do is start filling in some of our defensive lines with the expeditionary forces. That's the idea. And our troops, because essentially because we're okay, we're gonna have to take this and this. They are attacking in Paris, but they will not succeed. This line is almost full. I mean, this objective is almost complete here. It is the 4th of October, so it's taken us I can't remember what date it was when we landed here. I think it was like early September. So we have made very, very good headway. Yeah, no, a lot of really, really, you know, shit quality divisions on the the Axis counteroffensive, or it's not even really a counteroffensive. It's just a complete debauch, frankly. Okay, let's keep moving forward. You're gonna have to go there. That battle's won. This battle's won. Yeah. Okay. We only need... Let's just send you over here to join the main force. Probably do the same with, well, no. Across the river. We're just gonna grab Nantes. I hope that's not an invasion. It's fine. I think we're maybe gonna try and push here. We're gonna try and push here and see how far we can get. The problem is it's a very hard flank to defend. In fact, yeah, the smart thing would be to actually occupy these provinces here, so we've got river cover on both sides. And then these provinces. Yeah, We don't have enough armor for this. Thankfully, I'm really glad that I built the armor first. The armor will be coming out first, so... Because we're gonna defend open plains like that, we need armor. For sure. And we really shouldn't be doing it in general. We need to, you know... I think we're gonna have to push in the south, too. Excuse me. Alright, let's do this. Let's push down here. I'm probably gonna overextend my ability to micromanage here, but we're going to push there, there, and then we're going to just start. What's Italy's surrender progress? 46%, national unity 78. I could try and reduce their national unity, but I don't see the point. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have like 6 or 7 victory points left. Oh, they've got one down there as well. But yeah, time to push in Italy as well. That's fine. Probably should be bombing and stuff down there, but a lot of micromanagement. Okay. Okay, let's take these two, move them here, this guy there, this guy there. Take the armor, move it there. Just moving the whole army along here. Attack that province. Yeah. We'll see. What's going on here? You can move here. You can probably move here as well. Just want to make sure they don't retreat there, but I don't think they can. Yeah, they can't retreat there. Could have tried doing encirclement here, but it's not. Again, I don't think it's time. The better encirclement is here, for sure. Of course, do we need to push here to do that? It might be better to spend the winter fighting in Italy and to hold off on any grand plan here in France, because we do need to have troops kind of down here to make sure that they don't retreat through the north of Italy. Because if they take the whole their whole French force and they retreat through here, then we're none the wiser. Although it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We don't need to encircle the Germans to win. We win by IC. We win by. They just don't have the numbers to. The Axis does not have the numbers to defend the area that they've conquered. Okay, can we take this province? Yeah. We're attacking across a river there, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's urban across a river too, and we're not using... They're not particularly good units to be doing that, but, you know. Alright, you can go forward. Oh, we won the Battle of Monte Cassino. That was probably a pretty brutal fight because it's very harsh terrain. Ah, not even. Not even. Okay, so the trick here is going to be to go like this, move them there. Take this extra guy, move him there. Alright, what's going on here? Keep moving things. Need to mass forces here and get ready for a push. Need to look over tech at some point, probably around January 43. What's going on here? These units are under attack. Oh yeah, they're gonna fall apart. There's just so few divisions here. We gotta push as quickly as possible. We don't have any motorized units here, although it's not really worth having motorized units in Italy because they just don't have... Okay, there's no engineers in these. No. Too bad. Move you there instead. Bit of a waste there, but that's okay. We may not win this. I think we will, though. I think they've... Yeah. There's only 2 divisions, and we are filling the combat width. Attacking across a river into mountains. It's brutal fighting, but we will succeed. Yeah. This is enough here. Let's just let's move forward with these 4 divisions. And we'll take those 2 armored divisions and come up the coast here. It should probably be on this side, to be honest. All the armor should probably be on this side. In fact, let's just do that. Do we have a free division here? No. That's fine. Yeah, there's just nothing defending down here. How we doing here? Fine. We're laughing. We're laughing. Okay, what's going on here? We have a bunch of extra units. All right. Can they go across that strait? Saint-Nazaire. No, they can go straight. Weird. That doesn't count as a strait at all. So we need to cover this province, or that one. Let's put an armored division here. And then I will add 2 divisions in... No, I don't think we can afford it. Let's just go like this. No, like that. We're just going to take everything motorized and send it here, and we'll be pushing there. Oh, cool. Resistance. Awesome. I don't know who built that. Maybe America. But yeah, no, that's awesome. Okay, we need to keep pushing here. Let's push there. You can come join that fight. Up. Maybe you can get the Gurkhas down here at some point, but we do. We might just have to. We might just have to defend a line, a very short line somewhere, like 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces. We'd need armor to do that. It's going to be a little bit. We're going to be a little bit stretched, but that's just how it is. I don't think I want to push here until we've advanced further down here. They're ready to go. That's good. Probably should have only used 1 unit there, because now I've got 4 that have an attack delay. That's not ideal. We do need to pay attention to what's going on in... Oh, that's awesome. What's going on up here? They're going to start losing on the Eastern Front at this rate. Yeah, they're pulling units off. Don't have good enough intelligence to know how many, but they're definitely pulling units off. Okay, so we're having supply issues. Let's take a look here. Come on. Doesn't matter. We're winning anyway. Yeah, getting port striked. I'm not going to worry too much about the Navy because it'll drive me insane. Okay, we need to wait till the infantry catches up. Not really, to be honest. Let's just do it. Let's just grab that province. And we'll start pushing forward to Rome. No. We have immense fuel reserves. There's just no point in buying any. Okay, let's move forward there. You get the armor. What's the next victory point? Florence is not a victory point. Genoa has a fort on it. Gonna be tricky. Not tricky, but it's just we're just spread thin. You know, we're winning all the battles. We have vastly superior forces in terms of the quality, sort of the superior firepower doctrine. Uh-oh. No, we're good. Okay. I'm just going to attack right away. Let's cross the river. In fact, we'll cross the river with both divisions, because they've only got an HQ there. And then we'll take Rome. And that should make the air battles here a little bit easier. Not that I've been paying too much attention to them. And we're good. Let's take Rome. Veteran army. Finally. What's going on here? You move forward. Move forward. attack there. Oh shit. Oh, that's a waste. Doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, not much left down here. They're basically falling apart. Okay, Rome is done. Should probably reorganize the our air defenses down here because the line has moved forward pretty quickly. Also move forward these corps. Move the army group up to Naples. Huh. Yeah. Don't seem to be getting bombed much, though. I don't think they have much of an air force at this point. How are you doing? Much better. Okay. Let's put them back on kind of air intercept duty here. There we go. You... Let's just wait till that battle's done. Oh, they are fighting a lot. Okay. Move them forward to Rome at some point. Oh, what's going on in France? Jesus. Holy fuck. Again, I just, you know, I really like to encircle some stuff, but God, it doesn't look like there's going to be much to encircle. We need to... Well, I don't think we can, I don't think there's any excuse to not push here. Let's take this, and I'm just going to set up... No. Fuck. Okay, we're going to need to deploy that armor very quickly. Close that gap there. We've got 3 divisions. This is not going to be there early enough. Let's deploy these. Deploy them right there. We've got a little bit more coming. I don't know if we'll be able to encircle them, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. Just wait till everyone catches up down here. Ooh, Republican Spain stole the technology. That's hilarious. Well, and this is how the Axis falls apart. Do we have a war goal in Germany? No, we don't even have a war goal in Germany. The joys of playing the allies and forgetting to put war goals. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're having... I knew this would happen. Move forwards. Move forwards. Oof. Move there. Move there. Move there. Move there. I could have tried to... Ooh. Cool. Our very first expeditionary force. Hilarious. Okay, so this is going to be the 4th Army. Yeah. Keep them in a totally separate army. Give them a old guard leader. And we'll call this the 4th, we'll call it the 4th Allied Army. There we go. Attach it to Army Group France. And let's take that, and I'll rename the corps off screen. Move it there. Oh my god, there's a whole corps. Aw, South Africa. Hilarious. Okay, well, yeah. All right, this is what we needed. Yeah, this is what we needed. Excuse me. Second Corps gets attached to the 4th Allied Army. You can attach this 2nd Corps there. And then... Looks like we won't be needing these after all. I mean, we will be needing them, but not quite yet. 1st Corps. It's weird that one deployed there and that the others deploy here. Okay, so you have orders. Should probably strategically redeploy. That means I'll be able to start moving those units in here. Yeah, this is, we've really wiped them out here. I was kind of hoping they'd give a tougher fight, you know, to make a more interesting series, but it doesn't look like it. That's correct, yes. Okay. What's going on down here? Jesus, these guys are all like way behind. Okay, I want you like that. Oof. Okay, that's quite a stack. Probably all completely deorked though. Alright, let's move forward there. Just get these guys really roaring forward here. Okay. Move the corps forwards. It's going to be a bit of a messy advance here, but really need these infantry units to catch up. It's fucking annoying. Need to do a complete review of technology in January of 37. Would have been nice to have some mountain troops, or to keep the Gurkhas down here, but not worth it. They're not going to be much use to us in France, though, so... Okay, you need to be attached to that armored corps. Yeah. Anything else? Has anything else arrived? No, just the South Africans. Actually, yeah. Can at least defend that line there. That's not ideal, but that's okay. Let's keep moving here. Jesus. Holy shit. Right, so we've got South African troops. Let's start moving divisions over here. The South Africans might get kind of squashed if we're not careful. They're not that good. I'll leave the Gurkhas here for now. But at least that gives us a few more divisions to complete this. Okay. No, rather than do that, let's go here and there. Two provinces to Switzerland. And then we'll have totally blocked off. In fact, let's take you. Oh, fuck. Damn, I didn't realize they were in combat. Okay, take you and go all the way to the Swiss border. I'm not sure. We'll see. Actually, the smart thing to do is this. And then as soon as he arrives there, we'll just move the whole line forward. Yeah, let's just move the whole line forward. Take that province. There we go. We'll do the same thing in a second. Are these Finnish? Good God. Finland's gonna fall to the Soviet Union, I'm afraid. Not yet, anyway. That's one thing I was hoping to do, was to go nab Finland for the Allies, but I think the Soviets are gonna get them if we're not, if we don't get there soon. Maybe that could be another task for the Gurkhas. When in doubt. Oh shit. Okay, this is very risky. Okay, come on, go. I cannot have them take that province. Be really bad if we got supply issues. Nah, we're good. Even if they get across the river, no, we're good. Okay, so they are going to retreat through Italy. They'll probably get most of their forces there. I can't get this far enough north quick enough without motorized divisions. But that's not the end of the world. Move forward. Everybody move forward. You. This is going to be very hard to defend, but I think we can do it. I just don't think they have anything to attack with. They're basically pulling off of the front. Yeah. Okay, let's, how long? 64 hours. Okay, 64 hours we take this province. Or, we don't even need it. We don't even need to wait. Come on. Okay, let's... Okay, no, they are... just take you, move 1 province forward, you, and that's a good little province to grab. There we go. Obviously, we're going to need to reinforce and create like a wider area here. We can't just hold a thin little corridor like that. But now that the South Africans have arrived, we can do it, sort of. Okay. I don't think there's any reason to leave the Gurkhas there, to be perfectly honest. I hope we get some more soon. I hope we get some Canadians and some Americans, maybe. Okay, we don't need this. These 3 armored divisions can start to push. What we need to do is, like, I would like to actually hold this, start kind of making a big, wide area that we hold here until this army catches up. Could really do with 1 more corps down here, huh? I think we're gonna have to push with this. Yeah. They're just ripping through the Axis Air Force. Yeah, I'm surprised that we did this quickly. But yeah, we've just really forced them to retreat everything out of France. I'm not going to liberate France yet because let's get rid of this battle plan. I am not going to liberate France yet because I want to control their supply and territory and everything. I don't. There's no. You know, it's not a matter of like, you know, kind of greedily wanting their territory. It's just that it creates a horrible logistical nightmare if suddenly we get like a very weak AI France administering that territory. To say nothing of all the IC. Holy fuck. Hilarious, guys. Just hilarious. Don't know what the Germans are hoping to accomplish with that transport. I think I'm going to probably cut this episode short. We have done a pretty incredible advance here. I need to shore this up here. And the Axis have been unable to maintain a line against us on either of these fronts. So the only way forward for them is to pull troops off of the east, and which they undoubtedly are. We haven't seen any of them yet. I think some of this stuff here looks like they're sending stuff down into Italy. Some of this may have come off of the eastern front, but look at that. We encircled a lone Italian infantry division down there. Yeah, so that's the idea. We're just we've got to join up this line here, and we basically have barely enough. I may even just hold this line here. We've barely enough to do that, and then we have to push here and kind of just, you know, cover off all of France. I would rather cover off all of this and just get that done before pushing east. Because once we've done that, then all of a sudden we have a much shorter front. I think as well that we will. Army Group Italy will be disbanded, and this army they'll all be attached to one big army group that's just going to be responsible for pushing east. We may even need 2 army groups at one point as we get Commonwealth forces. The Commonwealth will use the Commonwealth and American forces as kind of a shield, and our elite forces as the sword in terms of, you know, our armored divisions and motorized divisions. The reason I didn't build infantry for this front is that I knew that we'd be getting a lot of infantry from allied forces, so they can be the kind of infantry grunts, and yeah, we have these elite motorized troops. I've got more coming than I'll ever need, I think, at this point. But that's kind of cool. And yeah, so let's call it. If you're enjoying these videos, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. So see you next time. Ciao.